Americans on average have 5 streaming services and pay nearly $50 a month. But as top companies like Netflix report major losses and newer platforms like CNN Plus pulled the plug just 1 month after its launch, what does it mean for students interested in the industry? I spoke to a few people who have experience. Households across the country are continuing to buy into streaming services. In 2021, the global streaming market was valued at almost $60 billion. But now, Netflix, for example, announced the loss of 200,000 subscribers so far this year and expects to lose another 2 million this quarter. Elon professor Max Nagin teaches cinema and television arts and does freelance media creation. Despite some of the negative news around streaming services this week, Nagin says it's still the future.
It's the natural thing that no one can stay on top forever. You can't. There's not a limitless number of people who are going to subscribe to your service. So it makes sense that they're going to have a downward moment in their history. But it's also just one company. There's a lot of opportunities.
Nagin says the job market is simply unpredictable.
It's just a matter of working your connections, having a good portfolio, having a good professional social media presence. And it's a game of failure, unfortunately. When I talk to students who graduate and look for jobs, in some cases it's 100 applications to find one job.
Elon alumna Alex Rote works at Discovery Plus in Tennessee. While at Elon, she was a director for our newscast at ELN. Rote says companies like hers are looking for people under the age of 25, the target audience for streaming services.
Being young and wanting to sort of enter the streaming world is definitely an advantage, but I think it's also extremely difficult. I think just because the reality of this is that there are a lot of things that are shifting.
One of those shifts is hiring college students to reach more consumers. Elon Jr. Miracle Smith was a campus representative for HBO Max last semester. She says working there was a good way to make connections with the company.
I definitely knew that there was going to be a lot of benefit from working this role as someone who is in the industry and needs to keep up with the trades.
Over 50% of streaming service users are under 35, paving the way for what Rote and Smith see as the growth of the industry's future. To read more on this story, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.